The Little Mermaid. Deep beneath the ocean, in a magical watery world, there lived a little mermaid. Although she was very happy under the sea, the little mermaid loved to explore and often swam to the surface, even though her father had told her not to. One stormy day, the little mermaid swam up to watch the waves splashing against the rocks. She loved the thundery grey clouds and fresh droplets of rainwater that fell upon her face. As she struggled from behind a rock, she noticed a ship that was struggling to stay afloat. In the stormy waters, whoosh, a huge wave hit the ship and sent it crashing against the rocks. The little mermaid watched on helplessly as the fine vessel began to sink. As the passengers and crew members scrambled into lifeboats, the little mermaid noticed one very handsome young man who was unconscious in the water. Although it was forbidden to be seen by humans, she swam over to him and took him safely to the shore. As the little mermaid waited for the young man to recover, she sang him a beautiful melody. Before long, he began to wake up, and as soon as their eyes met, they fell in love. When the little mermaid heard the sound of humans approaching, she hid behind a rock and watched as some men rushed over to the young man's side. "Your Majesty, thank goodness you're safe," they said, and it was then the little mermaid had realized that her handsome young man was a prince. Safely back under the sea, the little mermaid could not stop thinking about the prince, and she knew she just had to find a way to see him again. In the murky depths, amongst the darkest caves, there lived a sea witch. The little mermaid knew in her heart that the witch was evil, but she wanted to see her prince again, so badly that she paid her a visit. "Poor little heartbroken mermaid," the witch cackled. "I will give you human legs so that you can see your precious prince, but in return I will take your lovely voice. Ha ha ha." The little mermaid accepted. She would have given anything to be with her true love. Surely he would recognize her even if she was unable to tell him who she was. And so the little mermaid swam to the surface, leaving her beautiful voice behind. She collapsed, exhausted, onto the same beach where she had last seen the prince. And as luck would have it, the prince was walking on the beach and found her. But although he thought she looked familiar, the prince did not recognize her as the mystery girl who had saved his life. "Who are you?" he asked her, but the little mermaid had no words to tell him. The prince took pity on the strange girl and thought perhaps she might have been a survivor from a shipwreck. Although she could not speak, he found her to be a wonderful companion and grew fonder and fonder of her each day. The little mermaid was happy to be with her prince and thought that he was sure to remember her one day and it would just take time. But the wicked sea witch was spying on the little mermaid and had become very jealous. It was not enough for her that she had the little mermaid's beautiful voice. She wanted the prince for herself too. She transformed herself into a beautiful woman and set off to meet the prince. "I am the woman who saved your life," she told the prince, and she entranced him by using the little mermaid's pure young voice, which she kept in a glass bottle around her neck. The prince believed the witch was the girl who had saved him, and he had asked her to marry him. The palace began preparing for the royal wedding, and the little mermaid wept bitter tears. "My heart will break," she thought to herself as she sobbed. The day of the wedding arrived, and the little mermaid watched on helplessly as the disguised witch walked down the aisle. As she passed the little mermaid, she gave her an evil smirk and was enjoying herself so much that she forgot to watch her step. The witch tripped over her wedding gown and fell. She landed on the bottle, smashing it to smithereens. The voice of the mermaid broke free and returned to her. At once the little mermaid began to sing the same beautiful melody that she had sung on the day that she rescued the prince. The sea witch's magic spell was broken, and the prince came to his senses. The sea witch vanished in a puff of smoke, and the prince was free to marry his true love. They both lived happily ever after.
Please like and subscribe for more stories.